Welcome back to Ginger Ninja's Movie Reviews. I am the Ginger Ninja and these are my Trashy Tuesday movie reviews, and we are looking at one of the trashiest films of the 80s. No, it's not street trash, it's the Slumber Party Massacre 2 from 1987. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I so excited about a trashy movie? Like, what is a trashy movie? Well, to me, trashy movies are generally those ones from the 80s and 90s, even the 70s. They've got a certain quality about them that is unmistakable, and it's just usually low budget. It's usually campy, and it's usually just a lot of fun. And this one is no exception. So let's get straight into it. Actually, no, before we do, I do want to say a big thank you to all my new and existing subscribers. Truly, it means the world to me. Every week I come in, I ramble on about these movies, so I do appreciate it, and I want to say thank you. So, yeah. Anyway, rambling on again. So, this movie came out in 1987, and it was directed by Deborah Brock. The film stars Crystal Bernard, Kimberly MacArthur, Patrick Lowe, Juliet Cummins, and I'm probably going to pronounce this guy's name wrong, Atanas Illich. Hopefully I got that right, because I would hate to see this dude come after me. Now the plot, and look, there will be spoilers ahead. If you have not seen this one, it is available on Tubi, so you can check it out on Tubi for free. If you can't get Tubi, get a VPN. You can get them for free. Check this out. If I seem a bit excited, it's because I think this film is worth it. But let's find out why. So the plot. Courtney Bates, the younger sister of Valerie, and her friends go to a condo for a weekend getaway, but Courtney can't get rid of the haunting feeling that a supernatural rockabilly driller killer is coming to murder them all. Now that is the plot direct from IMDb, and did they nail this one? So yes, fantastic. And look, just the plot, how do you not want to watch this film? And look, what more can I say about this than I already have? Like, I'm gushing about it already. And I don't want to hype it up too much, because it's not without its flaws. This is a film that defies traditional categorization because it blends horror, comedy, and musical elements in a way that's both intriguing and completely batshit crazy. This is a sequel to the 1982 slasher flick that, it just takes a sharp left turn from its predecessor's straightforward approach, and it dives headfirst into a surreal, almost hallucinogenic experience. In a way, this is more in line with, say, another classic sequel like Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3. Yeah, they differed so much from the original, just like this one does, with its out there approach to horror and its heavy influence of late 80s aesthetic. It's got bold neon colors, exaggerated fashion, and a dreamlike quality that permeates many of its scenes. Now the cast, and look, the performances are generally over the top and fitting with the film's campy and self-aware tone. Crystal Bernard delivers a solid performance as Courtney, capturing her descent into madness with genuine fear and vulnerability. Again, don't want to pronounce this guy's name wrong. Atanas Illich, as the driller killer, is both menacing and absurd. And it adds a layer of dark humor to the film. I can't even put this into words, like how insane this is. Anyway, the supporting cast, including Kimberly MacArthur, Juliet Cummins, Heidi Kozak, who I didn't mention, but she's in there as well. They bring a very playful energy to the film, and they embrace its campy tone with great gusto. But they're not particularly memorable, and they serve mostly as, your typical horror movie victims. And look, Slumber Party Massacre 2 may appear to be a straightforward slasher on the surface. However, it explores deeper themes of trauma, fear, and the blurred line between reality and nightmares. And Courtney's recurring visions and dreams are a manifestation of this unresolved trauma from the previous film, and the film's surreal narrative structure mirrors her fractured mental state. This is a movie that, it satirizes the conventions of the slasher genre with exaggerated characters and scenarios that highlight the absurdity of these tropes. So now on to the directing and the writing, and Deborah Brock's direction leans heavily into the absurd, ensuring that the film never becomes too dark or scary. Instead, it remains lighthearted and somewhat gory. Bit of a romp that's more likely to make you laugh or cringe than scream. And look, one of the most striking aspects of this film is its tonal dissonance. The film oscillates between moments of genuine horror and absurd comedy, and that's often within the same scene. And this creates an unpredictable experience that keeps the audience on their toes. The musical number, the rock style movements of the Drillerkiller, and his musical performance is bizarrely entertaining and adds to the film's unique charm. Another scene that highlights the absurdity and pure 80s style is a stereotypical pillow fight / dance sequence. Yeah, that was a scene to behold. Oh, and let's not forget Officers Voorhees and Kruger. Got to add a little bit of self-referencing in there, don't you? Yeah. But like I said, that's part of the writing and it's part of its charm. So now on to the effects, and look, the practical effects, though low budget, are creatively executed and add to the charm of the film. There are some superbly executed and gruesome scenes with blood, pus, and just great effects. And look, if we're talking about the effects, we can't go past the killer's weapon. A guitar, an absolute beast of a guitar with a drill bit attached to the end of it. Look, if this doesn't perfectly encapsulate the film's campy absurdity and over-the-top nature, I don't know what will. I mean, this weapon, along with the killer's rock and roll persona, just adds a layer of absolute craziness that sets the film apart from any other slasher of its time and beyond. I'm not even sure there's a slasher movie weapon like this or better. If you can think of one, let me know, because this shit's crazy. Now on to rewatchability, and as I said, the film is not without its flaws. The pacing feels rather slow in the first two acts. There's nothing that really happens. You get that building sense of dread, but there's really nothing there to confirm anything's actually going to happen. Now, for a 77-minute film, that shouldn't be the case. And what you're left with is a very hectic last act. And it does pay off. It makes it worth it in a way. If you can get past that first half, you're gold. So would I rewatch this one? Hell yeah, I would. Final thoughts. And look, Slumber Party Massacre 2 is a cult classic for a reason. It's a wild, campy, and bloody romp that doesn't hold back on the absurdity. While it may not be a masterpiece of the horror genre, it's an entertaining watch for fans of 80s slasher films and for those who appreciate a mix of horror and dark comedy. The film's unique blend of musical elements and over-the-top gore make it a memorable entry in the slasher genre, and it's worthy of its cult status. It knows what it is, it doesn't hold back. Overall, for a score, I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. So, there you have it. That is my review of the Slumber Party Massacre Part 2. Have you seen this film? If you haven't, what are you doing? Go check it out. It's such a fun movie. I can't recommend it enough. Definitely. Is it perfect? No. But what movie is? This is just fun. And that's what counts. When you're watching a movie, you want to get some fun out of it, right? Well, maybe not if you're watching Requiem for a Dream or something like that. But anyway, that's a movie for another time. Look, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit that thumbs up button. It'd be much appreciated. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I do release a new movie. Will it be as good as this one or will it be worse? Who knows? But the only way to find out is to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I do release a new review. Now, of course, we've got my Trashy Tuesdays. They are a lot of fun. We've also got Franchise Friday. Now, I am in the midst of doing Hellraiser, for better or worse. We'll see. Yeah. Some of them are going to be pretty tough. But anyway, that's that one. So yeah, check them out. They're a lot of fun most of the time. Not as fun as this one, I'll give it that. Anyway, I'm blathering on. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.